And I was working with this designer, very brilliant, extremely talented young man, etc. Right? But the customer experience was absolute hell, right? And when I say hell, it's a case where,
Hell.
and I don't know why small businesses do this, because my friend has been having a similar incident, right? But with another small business where when you're engaging them, this is of course when you're asking about the service, wanting to pay deposit, they're extremely responsive. Like you've got no problems, etc. when it comes to the onboarding, which is, I guess, trying for them to secure the deal. And then once, it's time for them to deliver, then it becomes absolute hell and a nightmare just following up, etc. So
today we are talking, what are we talking about today?
Today we're talking how to improve our customer service. And if we can venture towards customer experience, that would be better. But we're starting with customer service and see where we go.
No, awesome. Yeah, so I guess so that was one thing which was on my mind, but I guess you've already touched on customer experience. So my question would be, where does customer service start? So what is customer service and where does it start in your business?
It starts when somebody buys your product or service. So customer service is you helping or improving or helping the person with the product or service that they bought from you. So you're servicing the customer because they are your customer. Then they decided to invest in your company or buy a product to help themselves. Now they are probably asking, how does this work? And then you're explaining to them, you must put it on your face and at night you must. So you're explaining how the product works. Even afterwards, you help them. Oh, that didn't work. It got me chafed in the face. What must I do? And then you help them. Go do this. And then you're servicing the product after they bought. So this is when you've actually made money or you're trying to make money with the customer.
Okay. All right, cool. So you're saying you're trying to. So because if we are saying customer, but many times you walk into the shop, right?
Yes.
Zara. Okay, let me leave Zara.
What?
But I'm saying let me leave Zara alone. But if you know, you know. But let's say I just walk in the shop. I walk into the shop, right? Like there's no one to help me. I'm just like confused. Like I want to buy, but there's no one to help me. Everyone is doing their own thing. It doesn't.
So there's no service. There's no service.
So that's what is that was it from what you said? But I know you didn't say it. Even people. Does it mean when someone has bought? How about if I haven't yet bought? But is that customer service as well? What's that?
It is. It includes you walked into the shop you wanted to buy, and nobody's there, so there's no service. So it is pre-bought, but you are willing to buy. And the relationship is, I want to buy your clothes, Zara. I don't know what's going on with you and Zara.
Please.
You're going to get us in trouble again.
I know you guys have a great experience that side. I know you love it.
And then, they're on their phones. There's no service. So with customer service, the intent is I'm buying your product, or I want to buy your product, or I have bought your product. So there's an intention of buying or exchanging goods and services somewhere. That's where the service begins and stops. That's why I love to talk about customer service, but I would like to venture to customer experience, because customer experience doesn't just include product and services where we're exchanging money and we want to buy products. Customer experience includes everything. How you are experienced, whether you're emailing people not to sell, whether you're on social media, how you are perceived as a brand, how people are experiencing you as a brand. And that's the overarching that we should be striving for,
No,
actually.
that's cool. So okay, so good morning, Poppy. Guys, Poppy is out there in Milan. Please check out some of her videos
Oh.
she's been posting out there in Italy. So you can even, so someone once said that, you know what, when you see someone out there, just live through them. You know, you're also there. If they are posting, just be there as well, liking and checking out the videos. You know, already in your mind, you're already in Milan, right? So it is. So thank you for sharing, Poppy. So yeah, man. And when you go to Monaco, just share as well. Then we'll also be on those yachts doing our thing. You know what I'm trying to say? But much love to you. And yeah, all the best, whatever you're doing today, and safe travels. We're gonna be with Poppy on Thursday. On Thursday, because she's gonna be sharing about, you know, the logistics, you know, of you know, importing products, right? Whether it's your customs, you know, whether it's, you know, your courier and all these things. So that's gonna be exciting. So yeah, so yeah, so let's continue. Coach Dinero, good morning to you. So yeah, so I don't know, Zad, this light of yours these days, I don't know what's going on there, but it's all good.
It's the sun, man. And I got a curtain and everything. See, I got a curtain.
Nah, it's all good. All right, cool. So where do we start? So I don't wanna just tell us, share what you have for us today.
I've got a couple of points that I want us to talk about as entrepreneurs, because we all know that it actually begins with customer service and it also begins and ends with customer service. So if we don't know what customer service is, we can't improve upon it. And if we don't look specifically how to improve and build on our customer service, then our businesses as entrepreneurs are going to die with load shedding. Okay, I had to throw that one in there. So I know, Nhlanhla, I understand. I'm just as frustrated. Anyway, but we can't control that.
What sort of level were we on this weekend? Hey,
6, I think.
It was a new level.
Yeah.
That's
a new level. 4 hours.
4 hours? No way. It wasn't 4 hours. The one time, I think it was like from 10 to like 4, like 6 hours. I'm telling you. I don't know.
Anyway, we can't control
Okay,
it.
Let's move on.
So for me, I will always start by saying that in order for you to build a business and build a brand, you need to know the person that you're trying to help or the person that you're trying to service. So it all begins and starts by understanding the person that you are trying to sell the product to or services to. Because I'm going to ask you to put yourself in the person's shoes. That's the first point. You need to put yourself in somebody's shoes. And what does that mean? It means if I'm going to be your potential customer and I'm wearing boots, you need to understand that I wear boots, and you need to empathize with me as the potential customer who wear boots. If I wear heels, so you need to reverse engineer the people that you want to be your customers by understanding who they are. You cannot solve my problems if you don't know who I am. And that's why it begins with putting yourself in your customer's shoes and understanding their psyche, the way that they buy, the way that they get frustrated, because you're going to be able to help them. And you can't help everybody. You can't. You need to have a specific group of people that you say, these are the people that I would like to help with my product and services, and then you service them. And then you will understand how they're getting frustrated with, you see, with entrepreneurs, I know we're all frustrated with load shedding because those are my people. So you need to understand who the people that you're trying to serve.
No, that's cool. That's cool. Okay, so you understand, you know, this person. Then what's the next step?
The next step is once you know who they are and you know what they want or what they need from you, then you need to start creating processes that are so seamless for them. Your job as an entrepreneur is to wake up in the morning and say, how can I make their lives easy today? That's what you need to be thinking about, because that will in turn reverse engineer the income that you want. So you need to think, how can I make the person that buys my shoes from Milan, how can I get the shoes to her better? So create processes, continuously create processes that make this person's life so easy and seamless. If the person is frustrated with load shedding and you know that they need to get your product, try to find ways that overcome what we all can't control. So that's what it means to create seamless processes for your customers. I'm not saying that you must be Jesus, but I'm just saying continuously make the life of your potential customer better. You know, one of the companies that I know, it's called The Capitalist. It's mostly hated and whatnot, but they do customer service and customer experience so well because they understand the customer, and that's Amazon. They always, I know they treat their customer like not very well, but their goal is how can we make our customer happy? And because they are so focused and zoned in on the customer, they in turn make billions and billions of dollars. Wow. So that's how we need to think as small entrepreneurs. And think big. Think like, if I am Jeff Bezos tomorrow, how can I make my customers so happy about me that they tell the whole world about me because they are experiencing me in such an amazing way?
Wow. So I think, with that, I mean, that's, and Coach Dineo is asking, how can I make, or it's a note. She's just re-emphasized what you said. How can I make the process seamless? And I think this starts from, your issues such as, where they're going to find you, on the internet. You're going to have to help them find you. So that also goes into your marketing, right? Into your social media marketing, how they're going to be consuming your content, if it's in 1-minute clips, the type of clips that you're going to be. I think everything flows into that customer service. Then you're going to, you've got your funnels that you have, things like you'll funnel them through to your website or from TikTok here to whatever the things that you have. If they're your website, your email lists, then that whole thing. I know, you told me that, Coach Dineo is like, this thing, we are buying these tickets for what's this? Okay, she didn't say those words, but I'm just saying. We are buying these tickets with EFT. Why can't Henry do a payment gate for the customer experience? And I took that, right? And we did contacted Yoko, and we did the things. And that's it, because and the thing is, Coach Dineo did buy with EFT, but she's like, hey, but this could be better, right? And that's so it was like just pure great advice. She's laughing there, because I know, like, she was like, hey, what's going on here? You tell this guy to sort this out. And but that's the point, and we've had many sales of the tickets to the 1st of October via Yoko. We've got so many tickets, and I think that we could have lost some of those customers if we hadn't put that Yoko. And people want you to go with the times, right? If we hadn't put that payment gate, they'll be like, but why isn't there a payment gate here? Maybe these guys are not that serious. But if people see you like, oh, there's a payment gate, oh, maybe these people are serious, they are taking time to actually take things to the next level. And not just being basic. And I was just laughing to myself that, when you talk of, Success Inspiration Academy, something that was always in my heart for the longest of times, and the company was registered and all these things. But I think that also helps because, this was going to be very different if people were going to be putting money in my personal account or whatever it is. It's going to be very different, but it also shows you guys that you need to formalize the things that you're doing. Have a company name, register a company, have a website, company name, have banking details for the company, have all these things. That's all part of your customer service, right? You're making things easier for people. You're building that trust. you know, or Capitec. Hey, guys, no, we are brave. That's a put in
Are
my
you going?
Capitec account, my savings account, and buy your tickets. No one's gonna buy that ticket. We're like, this is crazy. But you know, it happens. But I wanted to just venture into, you know, obviously we are going to talk about that as well, in terms of, you know, that you know, these things that you're, you know, that you are, you know, putting in, that you can put in for that customer experience to make people find you and easy and all these things. But I also wanted to just talk about, you know, how at times, you know, when you see, maybe when you interact with other businesses, that people tend to take customers for granted. Even as an entrepreneur, sometimes, even if you don't have a lot of clients, you might find yourself even treating those 2, 3 clients, um, you know, crazy. I don't know. You know, it just happens that sometimes when you got these people, now you feel that you can treat them anyhow. Now you're no longer delivering what you said you're going to deliver.
We're
You're no
going to
longer
deliver
answering
now.
your calls if they've paid you. Why does this happen? You know, and I've got this one experience that I had, I think on the e-hailing app, the one which starts with the B. We're not going to mention names, but so so I get this. So I'm like, I need to go somewhere, and this guy is like, you know, I'm like, come inside, you know, like, come inside the complex. Say unit number so and so, and this guy's like, I don't come into people's complexes. Hey, what? Like, so we're texting, right? Because they've got a chat, and I'm like.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know, in my mind, I'm like, you know, how about if I'm not feeling well? You know, how about if I've got many bags, or whatever it is? You know, how about if I'm disabled or whatever? I don't come into. I'll cancel right now, and I'm like, please cancel. Then the guy canceled. But like, it's crazy how, like, people now like behave like this, where you're supposed to be a customer, but now you're treating them like an enemy. Like what's that about?
No, Henry, I can relate. For me, it is how you treat the one is how you're going to treat the million. And you wonder
Mm.
why you're not growing because the one customer that's willing to do business with you, you treat like that. I don't want to say crap, but like crap.
That was crazy. Like crazy, crazy,
No.
crazy. Yeah. So you see, and it's like, and the thing is, what I realize now, especially in the time that we are in, there is so much competition, guys. There is so much competition.
You just can't
You
slack off.
yeah, you can't slack off. It's not like in
No.
I don't know, you know, 1999, whereby people had to now look in the in whatever, in the directory for your competition to say where can they find them. Like, literally, people can just go on the internet, Google the services you provide, and they'll go to the next person.
They
You know,
will. And
so
we
yeah, so,
do.
and they do. So I'm always saying, guys, you don't pick up customers in the street. You just don't walk outside and you bump into a customer. Like, you've already done so much work in terms of marketing, in terms of all these things, wherever you might, maybe you're marketing your own social media. It's so much work, guys, to create videos. It's a lot of work. Then you get that one customer, and you treat them like crap. Like, what's that? You know, I don't
And,
get that.
and, and that's why I thought, let's have this conversation. We cannot rely on saying, please support me because I'm a black female business. No, don't support me because I'm female. Support me because I'm good at what I do. And I can give you the amazing service that you deserve, not because I'm black. So
Mm,
for me, customer experience is, oh my word, we take it for granted. Just because you're black, I'm going to support you. No, you must work.
mm,
That's my
sure.
opinion, though.
No, it's crazy. It's crazy. I think obviously there's a time maybe that stuff worked, but I mean, the world we live in right now, I think it was Jack Ma. Jack Ma was just saying that, you know, the internet is such it's what's that word they call it? Like, it's just levels the playing field, right? It's a great
Mm,
equalizer. Because right
mm,
now with the internet, it doesn't matter where you're from, it doesn't matter your gender, it doesn't matter anything. What people want to know, can you do the job? Right?
yeah.
What are those apps? They call them what, Fiverr, whatever. You can get someone all the way from India, and you give them a job to do to create your website. So right now, if you create websites, you are competing with people from all over the world. You're competing with people from all over the world. I mean, I was showing my brother-in-law your YouTube channel, and I was like, this is one of, my friends, this YouTube channel. And we were and I was just like, okay, let me show you something. And we're going through some of the names, right, of the people who comment on your YouTube channel when you're teaching them to make designs, logos on Canva. I mean, these are guys like what? I think that guys. So I was like, I can't even pronounce this name. Surat, what? It's like, maybe he's Egyptian. I think this guy's Egyptian. Then there's another one. I like the way you teach. Yeah, I like. And these are people like in Pakistan, and you can see like, and I mean, dude, like that's what I'm trying to tell you, that you've got guys who are in like Asia, Pakistan, whatever. They are learning from ZA in terms of Canva and designs. So guys, these days it's all about delivery. Can you deliver a product which you say you will deliver, and can you deliver it in a nice way? Be nice. Be nice. If you can't be nice, you're not going to grow in 2022 or in 2023. People do business with people they like. Bottom line. So I really sometimes don't care how much you can do that. If I don't like you, I probably will not want to give you my money. That's how I feel. Like really, guys, that's how I feel. I'd rather just give someone else who can do the job, maybe even 80% of what you can do, but I can relate with them. They're nice. So I'm just putting it out.
Yes, no, I agree. And I think it was Kitty. She did a video, and she said we need to level up. And I think that's why the entrepreneurs chat is so important. Yes, we started on WhatsApp. We were selling there. We need to level up our game. I mean, we need to move to better things and deliver better service. We cannot expect people who are African to buy from us because we are on WhatsApp and we are sticking to WhatsApp for the next 10 years. No, we need to grow as people. So, yeah, for me, I'm very passionate about this conversation.
Awesome. Cindy Blue, good morning. I don't know if it's morning. Yeah, I think it's like midnight out there in Texas. But she says that an attractive package is key. Definitely. Yeah, and you need to make your stuff attractive. Everything is nice. I always laugh to my friends, and I say, they don't make ugly cars anymore. Do you know that? They don't. Like everyone is making a nice. I mean, Haval, you got Haval, you've got whatever, Kia. Like every car which used to be ugly is no longer ugly. You will not find an ugly car in 2022 unless like they're crazy. But it's like that's the thing. Like everything, it has to be attractive. Everything. And people are like shocked. Like, why are these Chinese cars taking over the market? It's because they're nice. It's because you get everything for half the price, right? And they're giving like Toyota and them like a real run for their money right now. But people now care about, hey, what if I can get the best for my money? I'm going for where that best is. I don't have to pay for extra.
I work hard for my money.
Sorry?
I'm saying I work hard for my money. So yeah.
You work hard. So people no longer like. So guys, there's no thing like blind brand loyalty. Like that is past. In 2022, guys, like with what's happening right now in terms of the economy, there's no blind just custom like I'm just with Hilux. No. Someone will go and say, okay, maybe let me look at the P series. Let me look at my Mahindra. I'll go for my Mahindra if I have to, because it doesn't help me, to say that I've got a Hilux. So what if I've got a Hilux? And that's the way people are thinking right now. Because you go to a P series, they will give you the leather seats. You don't have to pay extra. They'll give you the Bluetooth. They'll give you the sunroof. They'll give you all these things. Whereby other people have been, if you just want a tall bar, pay another 3,000. I just want this. Pay this. Those guys have gone and just said, you know what? We just gonna give people everything they want.
And then we're gonna go buy
You see,
Yeah.
that's why these cars are dominating now. That's why they're dominating now. You just go and look, just check. There's a Haval everywhere. You're looking, and man, it's getting crazy out there. Janet or Jane is saying, is that a conference in the background? Yes, this is a conference, the Entrepreneurs Chat, in-person entrepreneur event on the 1st of October, Saturday. So that's in what? That's in like what? 2 weeks' time? We're going to be there, guys, in person. Come and meet these guys.
14 more sleeps.
And Muna is actually asking as well. The link is in the bio, in the link tree. So, man, it's awesome. So, I've got some requests here. Maybe we can just accept and see and hear from some of the guys. Is that cool?
Yeah, let's go. Go for it.
All right, cool stuff. Let's get with it. Yeah. Hi, Fiona. How are you doing?
Hi. Good morning.
Awesome.
Hi, Fiona.
Hi, Leningsa. How are you?
Oh, good. Fiona always likes my posts, by the way. Thank you, Fiona.
No, yeah, I really enjoy your content. In fact, you're inspiring me to go back to YouTube. I kind of have abandoned my YouTube channel, so I've been thinking I probably need to go back.
You abandoned it on how many subs?
I think actually the nice thing with YouTube is it kind of is evergreen, so it actually is growing. Although I don't think I've posted a new video, in I think like 6 to 8 months. But I think it's on about 4,000 or something subs now. Yeah, but it's the return. I feel like the effort and the time versus the return on investment. It just feels like it's easier to do TikTok and other things because shooting a video, editing it, etc. Like it's a lot of work. So that's why.
Sure, but that's the thing, right? With YouTube, because when you see like those subscribers, like you even feel sorry for them. You're like, sure, like these guys are subscribing and you have abandoned the ship.
Yeah, no, I need to. I need to just go back. So what I used to do was I would actually just shoot content. Like I would take a Saturday, Sunday, or like during the week, and I'll just shoot 3-4 videos at the same time and edit them. So I just need to go back, I think, to that mentality.
Batch content.
So is there maybe an easier way to do it, maybe an easier way? Because I think that's has always been the frustration, right? For many of us when it comes to YouTube as well. It's just like the amount of work that you have to do. But I think Zach can have some pointers when it comes to,
Now that we're not talking YouTube today, Fiona, what do you understand?
No, just say, then we move on. Then we'll hear what maybe Fiona had a question or a comment with regards to customer service. Just give us one tip, at least, Zach. One.
One tip on YouTube. One video a week. Just one video. Better record, like Fiona suggested, one Saturday, better record 4. And then upload one a week. Don't be a superhero. That's all.
But how do you make it easier though? Like so that you don't do like a lot of editing. How do you just say, you know what, I'm not gonna overthink this. All right. But also the thing is you have to also give like a quality sort of so that balance between I'm not doing like way too much, but at least it's a decent video.
That's why I'm asking one a week, because you're going to research to make sure that at least people are going to watch this video of yours the whole week. And when you record, you will record and you don't make it long. Make them less than 10 minutes, because at the beginning you don't have a team of people. So make it simple for you. Just do it. Do it.
I know you do. So Fiona, do you have any like questions, comments with regards to this topic for today?
Yes, it's actually very timely that you're having this. I was having this extensive discussion with a friend of mine, but it reminded me around customer service, especially for small businesses. Now, there was an incident where I think I was designing a logo, right? And I was working with this designer, very brilliant, extremely talented young man, etc., right? But the customer experience was absolute hell, right? And when I say hell, it's a case where, and I don't know why small businesses do this, because my friend has been having a similar incident, right? But with another small business where when you're engaging them, this is of course when you're asking about the service, wanting to pay deposit, they're extremely responsive. Like you've got no problems, etc. when it comes to the onboarding, which is, I guess, trying for them to secure the deal. And then once, it's time for them to deliver, then it becomes absolute hell and a nightmare just following up, etc. So in my instance, right, and I know that sometimes with small businesses, you grow to a point where you become overwhelmed, etc. And that's why it's important to seek help. So if you feel like, actually, I'm getting a lot of clients. So for example, with me, I'm not very, good on like email, not very good on email, like because of my schedule, etc. Right, I'm not always able to respond on email, immediately, etc. Sometimes it takes me a day or two, which is not great for customer service, especially because my queries at some point then significantly increased. So I got an assistant who then helps me. So at least if I know that if people email me, if I need to schedule something, send an invoice, etc., there is someone that is sitting there dedicated to that, right? Because I don't think if someone makes a query and some of them are urgent, you don't want to wait 2 or 3 days, etc. And because I know sometimes I generally don't have the time to sit on my emails and check my diary, etc. if people want to schedule time. But anyway, back to my incident with this graphic person, right? So now when it was time to deliver, I said to them, okay, please could you, because I respect people's processes. So I don't like making demands without actually understanding the time that it takes for someone maybe, to go through the creative process. So I said to him, when will you be able to deliver, right? Could you give me a deadline? And this was a deadline that he had provided, right? And so I was like, okay, that's fine. And the thing, with someone like me, if you give me a deadline, like, trust me, I will follow up on that day, right? I'm one of those people that, in fact, I usually even diary it. And that's how it is with clients, right? Because once you say to them, it takes 2 weeks to do this, or give me 3 days, etc., you've created an expectation. And then come that deadline, nothing. I don't hear anything from them. Then like a day or two went by and I was like, but what's happening, right? Then I try to follow up and then you can see, they're blue ticking you. It's like a day or two extra. Sometimes they'll take 2 days to respond. They'll say, okay, this evening. Then the next day, oh no, actually, sorry, 2 days later. So it's like the deadline kept moving, right? And of course, it became frustrating because if I wasn't following up, they were not, proactively reaching out. And, for me, it's like, why am I chasing someone for something I paid for? And I think that's the irritation, when I find people having a problem, especially, I guess, with small businesses, is that thing of like, I feel like I've paid you, but now I'm like chasing you for a deadline, right? And when, instead of you managing my expectation upfront to say, look, Fiona, it's going to take me 3 extra days. Is that okay? Then it's fine because, I wasn't really, it wasn't like time sensitive or anything. But for me, my frustration was, if you've told me 3 days, then in 3 days, at least say something. So don't just like go quiet and then the tactics start. So the tactics that I found common was, now next thing they're responding as if, those auto messages that you get on business WhatsApp, like, hi, yeah, exactly. And in fact, I was laughing with a friend of mine this weekend because suddenly this service provider is responding as some sort of assistant when you can actually tell that it's them, right? So now it's like, oh, sorry, I'll pass on your message, etc. And I was like, come on, I know that it's you. And then suddenly, like, this person started posting, because of course I followed them on WhatsApp, right? And on their stories, it was like, we have a high level of volume, please be patient, blah, blah, blah. But I could obviously see, I'm like, I feel like this is targeted at me for following up. Right. And it also seems very impersonal, right? It's like, if you can engage with me on a one-on-one basis when you're onboarding me, you can't now sending blast messages about high volumes, right? I think people appreciate that personalization. And, most people are very reasonable and they can understand if you just come in proactively, tell them that, look, I'm running into a challenge. And my sense, right, with this person is, I think their time management wasn't great. And maybe it's a case where they've taken on too much, right? And now they can't manage back orders, right? While they're trying to fulfill orders, then they've got people spamming them, following up, etc. So at the end of that situation, I gave him the feedback. I was very honest with him. And I was like, look, your work is brilliant, right? You're extremely talented. But I was like, your customer experience. And I told him the things that I didn't like. And I said to him, it's important to communicate, right? If you say 3 days, right, then whether you need to make a diary, like find something that works for you, or even if you need to get assistance. But I was like, you cannot ghost clients. You cannot have me. I was like, look at our chats. In fact, I was like, look at the history of our chats and you'll see that it's me every other day initiating the conversation to say what is happening, etc. Then I think even when they did deliver, I was supposed to get like 3 or 4 things in the package, like they only delivered 2, and I'm like, but where's these other 2 things, right? So after that, to be honest, I deleted their number. I was like, I'm not going to work with them again. Then I think a few months later, they reached out to me because they wanted my help. I think, I can't remember if it was like a testimonial in promoting their work or in introducing
testimonial. Wow.
Exactly. Then I said to him, I was like, look, you are really good at your work, but I was like, at this point, right, I cannot even recommend you to other people. So even when people come to me and they want a graphic design, I was like, unless you improve that experience, right? And I think we need to have that feedback, because I'm sure as entrepreneurs, at some point or the other, right, even myself, you've had a client that has raised issues, and we need to have that self-awareness and to actually take that in and say, thank you so much, even if it's an angry. I mean, I remember having a client give me feedback on something. I think it was actually more for misunderstanding. But instead of me like responding back and being defensive, I was like, please, can we have a call? Because especially if it's something that's sensitive, I prefer to have a call with someone, so that I can understand. And I think people appreciate feeling understood. But at the end of that conversation, we actually determined that it was a matter where I think the way I explained it and the way they understood, there was a disparity in that. And of course, I apologized. And I was like, look, in future, I must just make it very clear, I think, when I explained this, because maybe I presumed that, it was understood, etc. And in fact, they became, and I think 3 or 4 sessions after, it was someone that I was coaching, they said to me, Fiona, I'm so glad we cleared up that misunderstanding, right? Because she's like, working with you has been amazing, etc. Right? And I think for me, even though I was feeling some type of way about the negative feedback, I had to be like, actually, the best thing for my business, right, is for me to actually hear it out, whether I like it or not, right? But it's important for me to take that feedback loop, because I cannot improve, if I'm not willing to take negative feedback and use that, right, as part of my, I guess, customer experience. So anyway, that's been my experience. I'm going to log off now and listen to the rest. But please, if you're a small business, use that negative feedback as a learning, right? It's not to harm you. It's not because we want to be difficult clients, but honestly, if something is not working, right, don't now start blue ticking, switching off your phone, etc., because that just makes it worse.
Awesome. No, definitely. And I agree with you 100%. But before you go, if you could just, and I know you've been touching on it, just in terms of maybe just people being free with communicating if you can't do something, right? I know we want the business, we want this, but is it worth now getting into that situation where someone thinks your service is a hell? Is that worth that? So how do we sort of navigate that space from the get-go in terms of giving our clients just that honesty? If you can't do something or whatever it is, how to?
Absolutely. I think for me, right, is being realistic about your capacity, because of course I know as small business you don't want to turn down or turn away clients, right? Now, unfortunately, what ends up happening is, it's like you keep taking requests. And in fact, with the person that I know who's been having a challenge with the service provider, right? They keep taking requests, but they're not fulfilling back orders, right? So now they're overwhelming themselves. Then, of course, in their business, so you need to take a step back and say, look, can I take on 5 more clients, right? How long does it take? And realistically, can I deliver, right, the best quality work, with my current capacity? And if you don't, right, then it's okay to even sometimes, because I have clients who are willing to wait. So sometimes I'll say, I don't have capacity now, but next month or in 3 weeks' time, right? Because I also realize that I don't want to overwhelm myself. Neither do I want to do a rush job. And in many instances, if a client really wants to work with you and if it's not time sensitive, they are willing to wait. But more importantly, especially if your business is growing, be realistic about, can I get someone to help me? And it doesn't even have to be a full-time person. The assistant that I have was not even full-time initially when we started, right? I was like, look, I just need you to go into my emails and check them twice a day, right? So that every day I've got at least a 24-hour turnaround time. So in many instances, if you're getting a lot of clients, it means you are getting at least a substantial amount of income, right? And then that can help you to get part-time help. It doesn't have to be full-time. But for example, if you're a photographer, if you're a caterer, etc., whether it's someone doing codes, someone doing follow-ups, someone doing whatever the case might be, but if you try and do everything yourself, right? And if you're not realistic about assessing your capability, that's when you get overwhelmed. And then on top of that, stop taking more orders if you haven't fulfilled or cleared your backlog.
No, that's so true. That's so true. Because I mean, that negative feedback does not help. I mean, these days, there's Hello Peter, there's Google reviews. I mean, guys, this can really damage, your business, right? It can really damage your brand. And you never know why someone would then be like, what, let me not engage, with this person because of these negative reviews. It comes to a point whereby now if you've got 10 or so negative reviews, it doesn't make sense. But Fiona, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks, Fiona. And just to add on what Fiona said,
Thank you.
we need to, thanks, to the point of they want to cut costs. You need to, again, put yourself back in corporate. That's what Dinawa said to me. In corporate, they used to pay me like 3,000 rands a day. And now I want to save 700 rands that I could be paying a virtual assistant. It doesn't add up. I'd rather take the 3,000 rands and spend it on things that are going to, add value and make me income instead of trying to save 700 rands that I could be hiring somebody to help me with that. Just saying.
Awesome. Guys, please follow these ladies here. Zah, Fiona, please follow them. They've got some awesome content which will definitely help you, in your business. And we're also going to be having Fiona soon on this chat. But yeah, Portia, thank you for the likes. Mr. Mahlati MBM, please, thank you for sharing the live. Rachel, thank you for sharing Yaka Solutions. Thank you for the likes. Krayoyo, Mahlati, Batobile Nhlanhla, Mahosi, Ashley, Forex Tools, thank you for the likes, the share. Dens, thank you for the likes. Portia as well. And Little Madams, I think it's a hair salon. And thank you for the likes, guys. Much love to you guys. So Zah.
Yes. Before we take.
Okay.
Before we take more, I know we always digress. One thing, just to punt on what Fiona is saying, and it was one of the points that I want to bring up. We are so scared of getting negative feedback or dealing with difficult issues or dealing with angry customers. We are scared of dealing with that issue that rises because somebody's upset with our service. And I'm a course person. I really encourage us to either pick up a book and read about emotional intelligence or listen to a podcast about emotional intelligence or go grab a course somewhere on Udemy, skills. Go and learn on how to be emotional intelligent. It will take nothing away from you. It's actually going to make you grow as an entrepreneur and a person, because it's going to teach you how to deal with negative feedback that you are going to get. I promise you, you're going to drop balls, you're going to mess up, and you need to accept that you're going to mess up. You're going to. It's just how it is. When you were in corporate, you messed up. So in your own business, you're going to mess up as well. So how do you deal with somebody screaming and shouting at you or being confrontational with you? How do you deal with that? Do you run away or do you maturely deal with the issue? So emotional intelligent course, podcast, book, or whatever is going to teach you that it is okay to get somebody who's upset with you. Your job is to manage their why are they upset. Listen to them and don't be defensive. Don't say, oh, but this not me. It's that person that works for it. No. Listen to them. Hear them out. Why are they frustrated? Because they are frustrated for a reason. So let them vent. Let them vent and acknowledge the frustration and then talk them through how can we solve this issue to get you to the place where you're not upset. And then you put solutions in place and you deliver on those solutions and you call them back and you give them feedback. Okay, we thought this was going to work. It's not working. Can we try this? Oh, this is not working. This one works now. Can we do this? Be solution oriented as an entrepreneur. Don't run out. When you're in corporate, you were all over the place and helping everybody. Now all of a sudden you're running away. Hi, Bogashlane. No. So please get a podcast book, course, and get emotionally intelligent. I promise your business is going to thank you later for that.
Awesome. Tapio, thank you for the likes. Thank you for the likes. Amohele, Dens, Protea, Portia,
Zipuchi,
Cindy Blue, Forex Tools, Lamani. Thank you for the likes as well, guys. Yeah, we can tap on our screens as many times as we want. TikTok doesn't stop you. Thank you, guys, who are liking. Yes, guys, if you're saying this is an opportunity to learn about your services from your clients, the Nyaka Solutions, thank you for the likes as well. So tell me, how do you deal with clients from hell, man? So, yeah.
How do you deal with clients from hell? You don't take them on as clients. You don't put them on as clients.
I like. So that's the thing. Sometimes guys, they're like, there's some people, right? So in my business, I I've got the privilege of, being the first contact. Most of the times when people call in, dude, you can tell that this one was with the devil. This one, you can tell. You can tell this person has come to cause hell here. Just for the interaction, the first 5 seconds, you can tell that yes, this is going to be a ride. And I guess it's and guys, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. So it's a balance, and and sometimes it will take you time to figure this out.
Yeah.
So I always say to the guys, like, so this other guy, I saw like this person is still a client, and I'm like, guys, why is this person still a client here? Why are they still a client? Can we terminate them right now? Because you can just, I don't know. Red Faith says she loves clients from hell, but sometimes it's not worth it. Sometimes it's not worth it, because even if you bring them the moon, they're gonna say you did.
They will not be happy.
They are not going to be happy for you for what you have done for them. And of course, us, to be honest with you, so my approach to clients from hell is, you need to see whether it's worth it. Are we going to make money from this or not? Right? So because we have got a way we do things, we need to see, are we going to get a sell from, is there money from this? And is this money worth it for this? Because it means that, number one, your brand is at risk. Guys, they can go. We advertise on TikTok. We advertise on YouTube. Not YouTube, sorry. We've got Google reviews. We've got Hello Peter. So someone can go there, right? And you need so there's a difference between demanding, but there are those from hell who are just from hell.
There are those from hell
who are challenging. Yes, there are people who can challenge you, to step up and to put some people's skills. But they're just some sandpaper clients, whereby, it's not going to help. No matter who you go to teach you about people's skills, it's not going to work. This person is from hell, right? And I think for me, and you're going to tell us what you think, but I think for me, number one for me has always been, all right, guys, we get this far. Are we going to take this person as a client? Okay. So already we put them on red alert. So even Smartsheet, I sent you that Smartsheet for what we are doing. So we use that in our company. So we've got like columns, client name. So we've got one of them says problematic, yes or no. So it's got a drop down. So is it problematic, yes or no? Because, guys, this is a risk to your business, right? So if it's problematic, we need to know, all right, do they have a case? Can we manage this person effectively? If they don't, they're out. There's nothing we can do for this person, and they are going to mess up our reputation, and they're going to suck out the life out of our team. They are going to be, we had crazy people, and some of the guys we work are young. They can be shaken, by some of this. Some of, you have to now go and talk to the guy. Let's go have whatever. Let me take you for lunch. Yeah, don't worry about what that person said. So this is the balance. But okay, what is your take in terms of clients from hell?
I value my peace. I value my peace, and I I actually think I give the best client service and experience. Of course, I could grow and learn, and I'm learning every day. And there are people you're just not going to make happy. I make peace with, you know what? I am not Jesus. I can't die for you. I cannot make everyone happy. So there are people that they're from hell. I will say, yeah, no, the relationship is not going to work. Ne? Do you want your money back? Where's your money back?
I like what you say.
You want
So
to
so
me,
so so
you.
we so,
So
so we,
now.
we we sort of deal people unfair dismissals, right? And I always say, this person, you want us to turn water into wine? We cannot. You messed up. You messed up. You are the one who did this. You fought with your boss. You're swearing at people. This thing is personal. But now you want to make your problems my problems. You understand? Right? So, and I think
So
the other
now.
thing, guys, what is very important in this, no, so I'm gonna say from a labor law perspective, you guys, you know how to translate it in your own business. Know exactly. So, for example, we say know the case. So you can't. So with problematic clients, you need to know exactly what you're talking about, so that when you tell them that I'm terminating you, you cannot be a client here anymore. I'll tell them the reasons exactly why. You don't have a case because of A, B, and C, and all these things. Because some of the guys will now, so as long as if they are gray areas, they'll be able, toxic people, they thrive in gray areas. They thrive where there's confusion. That's where
And they don't
toxic
want to
people
pay
thrive.
like you understand. No.
Yeah, it gets crazy. But if you know exactly, so the way you deal with problematic people as well, know exactly what you're talking about, right?
Mm.
Know exactly what you're talking about. If you know your story, and don't be afraid to push back, like for me, and it's embarrassing, I guess, to say. It's not, I don't know, but guys, they know that, hey, maybe
What?
let's not take this guy to this meeting. We might, whatever. But I'm not like that. You know what I'm trying to say? I won't but I'll defend myself. You know what I'm trying to say? You can't just want to attack my person or whatever it is.
Mm.
But it's not always good as well. But it's a balance. So sometimes, if you've got people in your business who sort of can really manage conflict, which I think I can, but it is just
Can
don't
you?
push me, I guess. But so it's a balance. But all I'm saying is also don't let, if it's no longer about business, if someone is now attacking your person, your person, right? Yes, boundaries must be enforced.
Boundaries.
So you
Boundaries.
need to show these guys that, hey, I know, is this still about business? This is what you should provide for you. But now this is no longer about business, right? It's no longer about business, and you've crossed the line. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's just
Yes.
how it is, and as you said, don't be afraid to fire people,
Yeah,
fire
no.
clients. If it's not working,
And it's okay. I think that's the EQ that you need to say that, somebody's relationship with yours, it's okay. You can't be loved by everyone. You're not money. That's what my sister said to me. You want to be loved by everybody. You're not
you're
money.
not money.
You're not money. So you need to understand that you can't make it work with everyone, and you be okay with that. And then, yeah, let's keep it at that. It's 9 o'clock. I know we tend to carry on and on. That's
Cool
all.
stuff, guys. So, guys, we are having the entrepreneurs chat. I don't know if you guys have received some of your emails, but I saw Coach Dineo's emails bounce back. That's one thing I saw there. I think it bounced back. I don't know. Did you see that it bounced back, Zah?
No, I didn't see.
Admin at the unlearnhub.com. But maybe you received it, Coach. So we were sending. So, Zah, what emails were you sending the people? If you can tell them.
We're sending a thank you to. I will resolve it. Okay. We are sending you your letter as a confirmation of the investment that you've made for the 1st of October. We can't wait for you to get there. this weekend, this week, I think on Wednesday, we are sending you a beautiful made design tips to help you before, during, and after the event so that you make the most out of this event. And it's just not you eating the whole time. You get something tangible out of the something tangible that you could use in your business after the event. So please be on your lookout for the emails. We need your emails if you haven't given Henry the emails.
Awesome, guys. 1st of October, it's happening Saturday. So this is like what? This is just going to be this Saturday. Then the next Saturday is the 1st of October.
The next Saturday is the 1st of October.
Guys,
it's what, 14
it's going to
more
be happening. It's like 14 more sleeps, man. It's going to be going down. A lot of guys on this chat. I mean, Coach Dineo is bringing her whole family from Limpopo, guys, like her husband, 2 of her daughters. Man, it's going to be amazing, guys. It's going to be amazing. We're going to be talking entrepreneurship. But guys, we share a lot of information. But for me, guys, it's just going to be the amount of power in that room, just in terms of, that, man, it's amazing. How so many of us, have got so much knowledge in so many industries. And we're talking about working knowledge. People who have actually applied their knowledge to achieve stuff, to build businesses. They're going to be in that room. We're going to be talking business. We're going to be networking. Guys in mining, guys in, engineering, guys in the food industry, guys in marketing. If you're talking, Zah herself has got so much knowledge. It's not only marketing. She's even at an insurance company at one point in her life. I mean, guys, like what else do you want? Come through, man. Personal development coaches are gonna be there. Guys in so many, whatever industry, hygiene. Yaya is gonna be there.
Yaya is gonna be there.
Cleaning, equipment at the airport are gonna be there. Gizia, fashion, they're gonna be there. So man, get your ticket today. It's 450 rands. The link is in the bio. Mostly we're gonna be in 4 Ways, Johannesburg. That's where we're gonna be. So get your tickets today, guys. Register. Cindy Blue, I know you were asking, you're saying your ticket, your passport is expired. You wanted to come all the way from Texas in the States. But what I can say is that we also got a video package. It's the same cost. You're gonna get videographers to film this thing. So get your ticket today. You can make a payment on the payment gate on the website. It's only 450 rands. And man, it's gonna be a good time. So guys, I'm excited. And man, it's gonna be amazing. Sure. Yaya says I love the pay gate idea. Thank you, Coach Dineo.
Coach
thank
Dineo.
You. So I think let's just hear. I think Shanta had a question before you, Zah. Then we can just shut it down in these last minutes. Hi, Shanta. How are you? I think there's some network issues, but it's cool, guys. So anyway, guys, let's do this again tomorrow. We're gonna be with Bohi. He's into coal mining. He's got a Sandwich Baron franchise. He's done KFC. He's a pilot. All these things, guys. He's got bakeries. So he's gonna be here tomorrow. And we're gonna be talking. Oh, thank you for the gifts for Zah. And Wednesday, Coach Sibu is gonna be in the house talking about pivoting is as an entrepreneur. How do you pivot? How do you, when things are not working out there, how do you improve? Where do you go? That's going to be so amazing. Then, Thursday, as I said, we're going to be having Gizia, Lady Poppy, all the way from Milan. And man, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. And Friday, we are with Kimro Farming, talking about the guys doing the most in Mpumalanga, doing some amazing market gardening. We'll be talking about, access, to land. The guys, one of them is also like a 4th year, final year LLB student. So this is the stuff you can learn, man. This is stuff you can share with young people, that, hey, there's a lot of things happening. We can also be participating. Zah, any last words for the people here?
No, it's Monday. Let's get excited about our businesses and let's go do activities that bring us income. I'm so excited. But I can't wait for the 1st of October. That gets me so excited as well. But yeah, have a good, amazing week ahead.
Awesome, guys. New week, brand new week, brand new opportunities. Get your ticket today. Register. The link is in the bio, guys, in my link tree. And let's get that moving. Let's get that going. And Za, expect a call from me in the next 2 minutes. Guys, much love to you guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Cheers, guys. Have an awesome one. Join our WhatsApp group, guys. The link is in the bio. We also have a WhatsApp group. The link is in the bio. If you want to know who we go live with, when we are going live, join the WhatsApp group. The link is in the bio. You don't have to worry about a lot of messages, because only admins can post. And the other thing, guys, is that, join our Facebook group. The Facebook group we've created so that you can go and advertise your businesses. So interact there, advertise your business, do whatever you can there. And man, it's amazing. Yes, Coach Dineo, guys, your dreams are valid. Much love to you, all you guys. Let's keep pushing. Let's keep at it. Have an awesome day. Cheers. Bye-bye. Bye to everyone. Dance, thank you. Thank you to everyone.